are wanting to create digital products, then you have most likely heard of trends. There's a lot of hype around them, and some people are on the side that trends are amazing. They swear by the strategy. They think that they really, really work. All the way on the other side of the spectrum, we have people who are not on the trend wagon at all. They think they don't work. They're a waste of time because everyone else sort of jumps on those trends. So what's the point in even following them? So I really wanted to make a video which sort of gives you my perspective. I'm going to show you my opinion and also basically what I've implemented in my brand new store. I'm using trends heavily in it and I can't wait to show you the results. But before we jump in, I would love to know, and this is a genuine question because all Etsy sellers are different, what is your opinion on trends? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you use them? Are you just like anti-trend and you think they're a waste of time? Let me know in the comments below and I would love to just read your perspective, and I'm sure everyone else would as well. So what is a trend? So basically we have niches and we've got trends. Niches are sort of very, very broad. They have multiple products which fall within them. So they're basically a category for the digital products that we are making. Things like wedding are a niche, business is a niche. What else? Events is a niche. There's lots and lots of different ones, but basically multiple products fall within it. A trend, however, is product specific. So when I say product specific, it's going to be dialed right into a very specific type of product. An example of this would be RSVP card with a QR code. So you can see how sort of dialed in that is, and it's very specific to what people are searching for. Now, it takes 2 ingredients to make a successful trend. Ingredient number 1, you need lots of eyes out there hunting for that trend. So when I say lots of eyes, you need a really high search volume. So lots of people going to Etsy looking for that specific product, that specific phrase, lots and lots of people. You need that really high sort of volume of traffic to know that a trend is going to be successful. And then ingredient number 2 is you need it to be low competition. So basically the reason you want low competition, high search volume is you want lots and lots of traffic, but low competition in terms of what other sellers are currently offering. So you don't want to have to sort of compete against tens of thousands of products which are exactly the same. You really want that number or that figure to be as low as possible. I personally use Insight Factory for this because I feel like it's very, very accurate in terms of how much competition there is. And I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video how I do that exactly. Before we jump into Insight Factory though, I wanted to show you some stats in my new store. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm currently actually building a store from scratch totally. So 0 sales, zero products, 0 audience, 0 everything. And I'm documenting the whole process here on YouTube and on my Instagram. Basically, I have been really following trends 100%. So every single product is made from a trend that I found in Insight Factory, and I'm going to show you the result of that. I had a student ask me this week in my memberships, she was like, oh, did you expect the trends to actually do as well as they have gone? And the answer is no. So I always knew about trends with my other stores, but I never made it the primary focus of what I was doing. I was sort of, I guess, following my competition, looking at trends and being like, every now and then I'd get a trending product and add it to my store. But in this new store, I have totally flipped my strategy and I'm 100% making everything as a response to trends that I'm finding. So yeah, I found that it's really, really worked. I have been shocked by how effective it is actually. And I wish that I had followed trends to this level in the past with my other stores because yeah, it's given me really fast results. And without having to create as many products as I thought I would, which is really exciting. So let me jump across to my Etsy store and show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to show you the revenue, I'm going to show you the number of products, and I'm going to show you the types of products I'm also making. So this one here is my store. So Velvet Papery, I started it around, well, pretty much almost exactly a month ago. And you can see it's currently already at 262 sales. And I have 104 products. So all of these products, and this one here, it's my best selling product. This is one I actually made and I was researching trends and I put the video on YouTube. I was like, oh, this trend is going to be great. I'm going to make a church program wedding and follow that trend. And I did go ahead and do that. It's become the top selling product from my whole store. So trends definitely work. You can see how I haven't really gone for anything which is sort of your standard go-to when you enter a niche like this. If you go into wedding invitation niche, you would typically make a wedding invitation first up. That's what most people do. But because most people do that, then that's going to be the highest competition area. However, if you go for these kind of weird products, which these are all basically products that I found in the Insight Factory and I followed the trends and made them in response to that. If you go for these, it is a lot easier to kind of get those sales and get that little, I guess, head start with your store. I'm going to go into sales and just quickly show you what is selling. You can see the wedding program, very, very popular. This welcome note is very, very popular as well. You can see the program sold a couple of times. So I've got my products. So you can see I've sorted by revenue. So these are the top grossing products for the month in my store. We've got church, program, wedding, folded minimalist. So that one is based on trend. All of them are based on trends. But we've got welcome bag, note and timeline, thank you card, place card, rehearsal dinner, thank you place card again. So that one's a great trend. And my overall stats for, I've got all time. So I'm just going to do 30 days. Yeah. So I started it exactly a month ago pretty much. And in that time I've made, what is it? 262 sales. It shows up differently on the dashboard here because some people buy multiple products in that order. So that's why it's 254 orders this year and a total of $1,573 in revenue. So I've obviously started a lot of stores in the past. I'm quite experienced, but I've never had sort of this much success in such a short period of time with such a small number of products. So that is really key for me. Instead of having to make sort of like 500 products to get that result, which is typically what my mindset would be at to create a really big volume of products to get that result, I've only had to create 104, which is amazing. So products are in really high demand and I'm just jumping on those trends sort of fanatically and making sure I just constantly chase them, constantly review what is selling and really just closely follow what is, just a trending. So I 110% think trends work. So let's jump into Insight Factory. I'll show you how I found these and So this one here is the Insight Factory sort of in a dashboard. Now the area, if you're looking for trends, is Etsy Trends. That's where you want to go. So go into Etsy Trends. And you want to search. I think you should search quite broadly in the beginning and then sort of hone it in from there. So I am basically in the wedding niche currently. So I would start with wedding invitation. So you can see all of these are currently trending. Now there's two terms you need to pay attention to here. Now Insight Factory is really cool because it's the only one that gives you how many sales a product has made on the first page in the last 24 hours. So I think that's really special because it gives you it gives you a fast feedback loop of what is happening on the Etsy website and you're able to really jump in and respond and create products really quickly from that. So as you can see here, in the last 24 hours, this search term here, 13 of the products which are pulled up on that search term have sold in that 24 hours. So you can see it's a very hot product. 13 sales on that front page is a lot. And the competition is quite low as well. So 1,900 for the competition. So the lower you can get this number, the better. And the higher you can get this number, the better. Now there's no sort of benchmark at all in terms of like what you should aim for figures. It's really just like the lower you can get this in your niche and the higher you can get this, the better. So let's have a look what else is here. Zen wedding invitation template, interesting. Wedding invitation mockup Canva. I know that is in really high demand, which is really cool. Not that that's in my wedding niche, but that's really important to note because if you're into mockups and you're making mockups, that's a great one to do. And printable wedding invitation with QR code. Beautiful. So what I want you to really note is what we are looking at is very specific wording. You need to note what the words are and you also need to note what order that word's in. So this is very specific. You need to basically put this at the start of your title on Etsy and then you can fill it with other keywords and things like that. But make sure you put this at the start of your title and you also pop these words into your tags. Now, obviously there's a tag limit with the sort of number of characters you can have in a tag. So what I like to do is break it up. So printable wedding, invitation with QR, and then QR code. So you break it up into a couple of different tags just to cover that base. Beautiful. So when you sort of got a vague idea of what is going on, you can definitely hone it in. So you can go wedding. We can see wedding programs is trending. So now you can go in and search wedding program. You can see what is currently trending in wedding programs. So you're really dialing in that trend and looking at the specific, products which fall within that trend. Beautiful. So you can see wedding program fan template, download. That would be a really good one to make. This one here, Canva is, it's very, very popular. You can see my one here. So you can see this is trending for a term I didn't even make it for, which is awesome. You can see program fans are trending. Maroon as well. Another thing which is really cool with tags is obviously this is really high search volume, so it's showing up. But if people are looking for the color maroon in a wedding program, you can bet your bottom dollar that they will be looking in every sort of other thing that you need for weddings, 4 things in that color. So you can grab this trend here, this style trend, and apply it to like that whole kind of niche, which is like you could do wedding invitations in that color, you could do save the dates, everything. Make that color, because that color is obviously trending enough to show up here. That is enough information for you to be like, right, I would make a whole range on that color. So that's a really important thing to note as well. So I hope that you found that interesting. I personally was shocked at how well those trending products have gone. So yeah, it's definitely going to be my strategy moving forward. I think it's better than Etsy ads. I think it's better than organically driving traffic, Pinterest. I think following trends is my #1 recommendation in terms of strategy. It's really just trying to find those products that people don't typically think of, looking at the stats, making an educated decision on what you look at, because we don't have infinite time. We can only, as just human beings, we can only make just a certain number of products. So really being clever with your time, picking trends which are high sort of search volume, low competition, it is the way to go. And yeah, what I'm currently standing by myself in terms of the new store that I'm making. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Jessa Bellman. I teach digital products and Etsy and passive income and all of that good stuff. So if you enjoyed this video and you are wanting to get into this world, I would love you to subscribe to my channel. You can hit the button below. I put out new content every single week. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please take care of yourself and I will see you around. Bye for now.